I cannot believe this just happened. There's Shohei Ohtani. There's King Cole. He pitched his arse off. There goes Freddie Freeman, Mr. Walk-Off. He had the walk-off grand slam. And there's Nestor Cortes. He just walked off the mound after giving up the game-winning grand slam home run. And here's a quote from Nestor Cortes. I got Shohei Ohtani out on a fastball up that I commanded really well. Tried to do the same to Freddie Freeman and left it a little down. Again, that was Nestor Cortes. And this is Yankees Digest, bring you all things New York Yankees. Before we say another word, World Series time, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Closing in on 2,000 subscribers. Let's continue to close that gap, bridge that gap between the unsubscribed and the subscribed. Right here on Yankees Digest, bring you all things New York Yankees. No bobbleheads, so you know what time it is. Yankees fall in game one of the Fall Classic, the World Series. Arguably the biggest World Series in decades in Major League Baseball. 6-3. They were 1 out away from taking a 1-game-to-none lead in this best-of-7 series. But Freddie Freeman had other ideas. Shout out to Jazz Chisholm. Slow clap for him. He definitely showed up and showed out. 3 stolen bases, 2 hits. He scored what a lot of people, including myself, felt was the game-winning run in extra innings. This was an extra inning game in game one. And you want to talk about setting the tone for arguably the biggest World Series of all time. How about an extra inning game in game one? Pitchers duel between King Cole and Flaherty for the Dodgers. They went back and forth. And this game was as advertised. And again, we talked about this. We talked about this in detail about how this is a game. The margin for error is so razor thin. You've got the 2 best teams in baseball, hands down. It's not even up for debate. You got the best team in the National League by leaps and bounds in the Dodgers. You got the best team in the AL, the New York Yankees. Both teams steamrolled their way to this historic Fall Classic, and it's just going to be a game of inches, centimeters, millimeters, grains of salt, grains of sand to decide who's going to take home the championship when this series is done with. But Dodgers take game one. Let's get into some of the key moments of this game. The Dodgers led 1-0 for the majority of the game. Again, pitchers duel. Sac fly from Will Smith, I believe, gave them a 1-0 lead, and you were just waiting for the Yankees to get a big blow from Judge, Juan Soto, or playoff Stanton. And shocker, it was playoff Stanton. 2-run moonshot. The Cali native kid took Flaherty deep, and there was a good chance that was going to hold up. But the Dodgers had other ideas. They tied it back up late. A fluky double that turned into a triple by Ohtani, and then another sac fly. And just like that, we're headed to extra innings. And yeah, this right here, I really believe this was it. I really believe that Volpe came through, fielder's choice, or force out at second base. Rizzo slow pitched it or slow ran it to get to second base. The shortstop, Tommy Edman, I believe, for the Dodgers, couldn't get the ball out of his glove. The infield was drawn in. But with Volpe's speed, you were not doubling him up. And Jazz Chisholm, again, we're going to give a slow clap to Jazz Chisholm. He showed up and she showed out. Speed. I mean, he got a single there to get the party started, stole second, made his way to third, and what do you know? He scores the go-ahead run there, and the stage was really set. The stage was set for a Yankee win until this guy came through. This was it. Excuse me. This was it. Freddie Freeman versus Nestor Cortes. And, we mentioned in the quote, Nestor mentioned in the quote, Ohtani was up 2 batters prior to that. And Cortes got him with a nasty four-seamer right underneath the knuckles. He fouls out. Verdugo makes a hell of a catch, falling into the front row like Derek Jeter back in the day against the Red Sox at the old stadium. And the fact that he threw the ball while out of play, that allowed both of the runners to move up. And so it was a double-edged sword. It was a great, awesome play, but little bit of a miscue there. I understand why he did it, why he threw the ball. He was trying to keep it was just instinct. Instinct just took over. Let me get this back into play before they move up on their own or, something wonky happens. But the second he threw that from the stands, the third base umpire and the second base umpire, they quickly awarded those 2 extra bases to the runners, allowed them to move up. So yeah, I mean, I was very surprised that Boone decided to go with Nestor Cortes. I was surprised he went with Jake Cousins even to kick off the end of the game there. It was just some questionable moves by Boone. I know hindsight is but my vote would have been Tim Hill. It would have been Tim Hill. I mean, he's been money in the bank for you all postseason, and you want to neutralize lefties. Give me the guy that's been doing it consistently. I mean, he had one hiccup, I believe, in the Guardian series. Other than that, he's been tough as nails. He's been very, very effective. Big reason why you're even in this series. I don't know why he wasn't used in this situation. I would not have gone with Nestor Cortes. I know Cortes is going to have his fingerprints over this series. He already has, for all the wrong reasons. We giving up the walk-off, but I wouldn't have used him in this spot. I'd have gone with Tim Hill. Listen, if Ohtani takes him deep, if Freeman takes him deep, if Betts takes him deep, you live with that. But with the way he was pitching and what he's given the Yankees during this run, I got to roll with the hot hand. And Nestor is a bit of an unknown. And, yeah, he looked great against Ohtani. You saw the quote. He was solid getting Ohtani on a really good fastball. But, again, this is the margins are so thin at this point, man. This is the Fall Classic. This is the World Series. And just a little bit off on that location. Obviously, some rust there. The guy hasn't pitched in months. I believe September is the last time he threw a pitch. Oh, it's a rough way to lose, man. And again, 2 outs. You see it in the Fox box there. Fox Sports. Shout out to Joe Davis. He does a great job on the call. A little bit biased. He does Dodger games, but that's neither here or there. But 2 outs. 2 outs. First pitch, man. First pitch. Freddie Freeman did not miss it. It was a 4-seam fastball. Just bad location. Obviously, you want to get that up and in. Give him a little chin music to let him know that, listen, I'm going to command the inside part of the plate. All right, and if you're going to hit this, you're going to hit my pitch. That wasn't a well-located fastball. Even Nestor Cortes mentioned it. It was right in the wheelhouse for a power lefty. And again, man, this is the issue the Yankees are going to face with the Dodgers. You got an MVP in Freeman, world champion as well with the Braves. You got an MVP in Ohtani. You got an MVP, World Series MVP in Mookie Betts. All right, like this is navigating the top of that lineup, bro. Is going to be it's going to be an adventure. And a slow clap for King Cole. All right, slow clap for King Cole. I mean, 88 pitches. I believe that Boone also dropped the ball there. I'm riding Cole until he hits the 95 to 100 pitch mark. All right, 88 pitches. He was dominant. His stuff was electric. I'm riding my horse, man, until especially in game 1 for all the marbles. These are the games the Yankees have to win. When Cole pitches, the Yankees got to get those games. And this mishap, it now sets up game 2 to be a must-win. To fall 0-2 and now have the task of having to beat this Dodger team four out of the next six that's a tall glass of water right there. So, but I haven't changed my pick whatsoever. I'm not jumping off the bandwagon. Absolutely not. I still said Yankees in six. I stand by that. I said what I said. You remember the 2009 World Series? Yankees dropped game one. They dropped game one at the stadium, in fact, to the Phillies, and then won 4 of the next 5 to win in 6, as I predicted that series. And I believe in the Yankees. I believe in the NY. I believe the boys are going to bounce back. And behind Carlos Rodon, they absolutely have to. Tomorrow is a must-win for the Yankees. They have to get game 2. We'll be recapping it here on Yankees Digest, bring you all things Yankees. I'm wearing all black like it's a funeral. I got the black Yankee hat too. When the Yankees lose, no bobblehead. But that's gonna wrap things here for Yankees Digest. Bring you all things New York Yankees. Dodgers take game 1 6-3, walk-off fashion by Freddie Freeman, and they draw first blood in what's going to be what will easily go down as one of the greatest World Series of all time. Miss me with all the innuendos. But that does it here. This is Ugo Onyianta. Yankees Digest bring you all things New York Yankees. Come on back. Come on back. We'll be waiting for you. Game 2 on the way. World Series is just getting started, baby. Peace.